Yeah, dear participants, thank you for your cooperation. And next session is Dr. Guravaiah sir, IIIT Kottayam. The sir will deliver the another topic. Yeah, before start the session, so I would like to introduce the Dr. Guravaiah sir. So he's assistant professor in IIIT Kottayam. The research interests are Internet of Things, software-defined networks, wireless sensor networks, neural language processing, machine learning and deep learning, applications and security aspects in IoT, wireless sensor networks and mannets. So honors and achievements are, got appreciation for the project ETL tools and SQL automation from on-frame technologies to cloud. So travel grant received worth of rupees 1,42,218 from SERP DST. They received Best Paper Award in Elsewhere International Multi-Conferences on Information Processing, Elsewhere Procedure Computer Science, Bangalore, India. Received doctoral fellowship for the PhD in the August month 2013 to July 2018 from MHRD Out of India. They received scholarship for doing MTech. So in the year 2009 to 2011 from MHRD Out of India also. Come to the education. So Sara has completed a PhD. So from the NIT Tiruchirappalli, Tamil Nadu. Yeah, BTech from Computer Science, Sri Vidyaniketan Engineering College, JNTU Anantapur. MTech. Then BTech from Adishankara College of Engineering and Technology, JNTU Anantapur. The research consultancy and research consultancy project is ongoing. So ETL tools and SQL automation from on-prem technologies to cloud. Completed SERB projects also, sir. Come to the publications. Sir has published 22 publications suffered from the SCI journals and Scopus journals and international conferences are there. Yeah, this is about sir, a wonderful profile, sir. Yeah, thank you for giving your time to interact with all participants during this time, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah, you can proceed, sir.
Someone can respond. I am getting other voice. Is it audible? Please mute where the noise is generating.
Good evening, sir. Attendance has been muted. Please continue the session.
Yeah, and now it is audible, right? So there is no issue with it.
Sir, your audio is very low, sir. Can you increase?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, is it now?
No, sir.
Sir, your voice
audio
is
is
very
too
low,
low,
sir.
sir.
Sir, your voice is very low, sir.
Yeah, what about now?
No, sir, same.
fine now?
Audio is not clear. Audio is not clear.
హలో ఆయనది మైక్ ఏం ప్రాబ్లం ఉందో సార్ మనకి ఇక్కడ సిస్టమ్ ఉంటే చూద్దాం సార్
Now it is fine. Hello. Hello. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am checking. I am checking. Yes, yes. I am checking.
Audio is not clear.
Yeah, yeah. Now I am checking. Hello. Hello. Yeah. Now it is audible.
నౌ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఓకే సార్
Yeah. Fine. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you,
Fine.
sir. You can proceed, sir.
Yeah. So let me share my screen. Yeah, I hope it is audible. So sorry for the connections which were created my side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now it is audible, sir. Fine.
Yeah, fine. So coming to my topic, cyber threats landscape. Now I am going to give a overall brief with respect to what is a kind of attacks are available, and maybe what exactly the cyber threat landscape, and maybe if possible we'll try to see some kind of case studies. So while we are considering with respect to any kind of research publication, so what exactly we need to concentrate, so that maybe this is kind of overall concept with respect to the cyber security, where what kind of attacks are there, what will be the advancements now currently people are expecting, and what is there exactly with respect to the current things, what security is expecting, what different kind of flaws are available. Those things we are going to clearly monitor here with respect to this particular topic. So come back to my organization. So I belongs to Indian Institute of Information Technology, Kottayam, which is located in God's own country, Kerala. So this is the, I think maybe 4 years back story, how the images looks like, but now currently it is even better look when compared to this existing look. But I kept it as a old photo, and currently I am heading to one kind of lab. That lab name is Swing Lab, a smart wireless internet networking research group, where we are going to do different kind of networking related aspects and maybe security aspects with respect respect to the networking and other stuff we are having here. And maybe as the course, the coordinator, he said about one of the project which already I am undertaking with respect to one company, where what exactly we are doing is how the translations between the database management systems, maybe SQL to MySQL, MySQL to DB2. So all these things actually, for example, if one organization is currently having the Oracle, and maybe later they decided to change the database to other MySQL. So there may be so many cases why they want to change is not our agenda here. So if they want to change from one database to another database, so what kind of difficulties they are going to get? So we are going to fine tuning those difficulties, and we are able to provide the algorithm where if they are giving a Oracle query to them, automatically it will be converted to MySQL, and it will be automatically automated the process without concentrating much with respect to the changing, individual changing. That's what one project we did. And apart from that, even we did with, that is actually we did with one US based company. And now currently we are doing with Vola Software Technologies, Hyderabad, some kind of mobile kind of applications we are developing, and we are doing with the help of some students. Maybe if you are having any concern with respect to this one, you just go through, and maybe if you are interested to do such kind of works, maybe we'll together we'll have some kind of collaborations. And my basic research area currently, one student, he is doing in software defined networking, where the existing networking technology is having so many drawbacks. Maybe in 2022 or maybe 2022, the Facebook and maybe other kind of open social media websites are blocked for around 2 to 3 minutes. So that is because of the current networking technologies what we are having. So to avoid such kind of similarities or maybe such kind of problems, the SDN was introduced, and it was solving all these abilities. And maybe another example we can take here is, maybe if consider your institute or maybe your organization gave the results. So that particular time, maybe that particular 1 hour, the site access is difficult to get for any student. So how to overcome such kind of situation? So that it will be solved with the help of your SDN. So it is basically a software related control management system we can have. So instead of current networking technologies are proprietary, or it may be the device related things, maybe a router is going to respond to you, and maybe switches, all these things are going to be software modification can be provided with the help of your SDN. So that is what the technology, the software-defined networking brought to the current internetworking things. And maybe in this case, so how we are going to manage those things? That's what maybe my major research area currently, what I am doing with one PhD scholar. Another PhD scholar is doing with respect to IoT, with respect to the security point of view, where they are using some kind of federated learning and maybe digital twins concepts to have the communication and to provide the facilities, what exactly company is planning to give, and what customer wants, everything we are getting or not. So that kind of feasibility we are going to provide with the help of the architecture, or maybe with the help of the technology where federated learning and digital twins is going to provide to us. So those are the two concepts. And moreover, some more students recently they joined, and they started picking with respect to the security area, where they can collaborate and maybe do the activities with respect to the industries and other things. So one student is working with the Samsung, where they are doing with respect to the majorly with respect to the security aspects. So that's what the overall agenda with respect to my related topic. So maybe that is the one reason I was here to give some kind of glance. So what is security? So what we are having currently, and what we are lagging currently, how to collaborate and maybe make maybe provide more security or maybe proper security. Those things we are going to check here with respect to this particular presentation. So coming to the introduction, once if you are going, the number and intensity of the threats are increasing day by day. So consider here. So not only you no need to consider with respect to the security point of view. Say how many people are having some kind of threat. So it is not, the threat is not belongs to they are going to come and hit us. It is going to be they are going to damage our properties. They are going to take some kind of files or maybe some papers from us. So how many people are having this kind of problems? So almost now currently around 100 people are there in this presentation, including me. So all we are having some kind of threats. Now maybe consider. So I have threats maybe with respect to my neighbors, maybe with respect to the what kind of threats I may have. Maybe they are going to steal my information, so steal my publications. So before I'm submitting, they are going to steal and they are going to publish, or maybe they are going to submit to the journals. Or it may be considered with respect to the students' point of view. Maybe students, they may come and they want to change, or maybe they want to access the with respect to the software which is going to maintain here in IIIT Kottayam. So if they are accessing my password, so they are able to modify their own marks irrespective of my consent. Right, that is also kind of one threat it is going to have. So how to provide, or maybe how to safeguard my software, so that I don't want to give just like that marks to all the students, or maybe they don't want to change their own marks. And maybe other thing we may take it as they don't want to capture my own files. And maybe consider now we are currently communicated or maybe connected through internet, and how many people they want to get my information which is stored in my laptop. So irrespective of my concern, how many people are planning to get that data. So there are so many things we are having with respect to the security concerns. So that's what we are going to. So it is increasing day by day. So now currently you are not safe until and unless you are reaching home. Maybe even if you are reaching home, there may be a chance some other threats will be there surroundings by you, your wife, or maybe your children's. Maybe one on another way they are going to not safeguard, or maybe they are going to get some kind of details from me. The moment I went and kept my shirt there in some screw, automatically my daughters, they will come and try to take some money from my pocket. So this is there from long back, not only now, maybe when I was in my childhood, I used to do same thing. So now currently my children's also doing same thing. So now where is the security concern here? So always this is the main concern. So what is the best way to handle those things? So there are two ways. One is proactive, another one is reactive. So if I am taking it as a proactive way, so what is proactive here? So maybe if I am keeping my shirt there, automatically my children's will come and try to take the money, or maybe my wife will come and try to take the money from my pocket. So now how to safeguard my money with respect to the from these two people? So consider those two are the attackers with respect to my concern. So now I should not keep money in my pocket, or maybe I should provide some kind of security to my system, or maybe my shirt, so that I will take my shirt and I will keep in birwa and I will lock it and I will come out. So that automatically my daughter, or it may be my son, he won't take. Parallelly, my wife also, she cannot take that money. Right. That is what the proactive nature. Now, another one is reactive nature. So what is reactive nature? So if no, let us see who is the people are planning to take money from my pocket. So I am keeping shirt there and I am waiting to these people who is going and touching my shirt. Right. So maybe that is reactive nature. So now the case with respect to the reactive is always you should be proactive with respect to the security concern, not with reactive. Let them fight. I mean, let them attack. Then we will see. We'll pretend, or maybe we'll safeguard ourselves from their attacks. So that is not the case with respect to the security. Always you have to think with respect to proactive nature. So that's what instead of reactive nature, proactive nature is the best method for the security to safeguard anything. Right. So that's what our concern with respect to this. So now the days when you could be covered just by having the firewalls, maybe when I was studying computer networks in my BTech, maybe almost 15, 20 years back, the story is like this. So that time we used to study about the firewalls and what antivirus will do. So still we are using some kind of antiviruses, and maybe tomorrow there may be a chance. Even my system is having the antivirus, and tomorrow I don't know, maybe next 1 minute I am not having confidence that I cannot safeguard my system, or maybe I cannot safeguard my files which are there in my laptop. Right. So even firewalls cannot safeguard some kind of things. So that is the current nature what we are having. So even maybe due to the efficiency, or maybe due to the different kind of AI technologies, maybe you have ChatGPT, you have Gemini, all these things. Because of these things, it is very easy for us to finding and maybe getting some kind of details, maybe stealing some kind of information. So if how many people, if they are keeping maybe your own name in ChatGPT, so what exactly it is giving to us details, whether it is giving your date of birth, where we are working, and what will be the salary, and what kind of personal details it is providing to you. So if it is able to give all the personal details, then you are not at all safe. Right. So there may be a chance now I can maybe if I am putting some name in ChatGPT, you try to keep that one and maybe try to check what kind of details you are getting there. Okay. So maybe if I am keeping my mail ID, so what kind of details I am getting there. So all these things, if I are putting automatically, you may, I mean, the ChatGPT or maybe the Gemini is going to give some kind of information to you. Right. That information itself, it is sufficient to find it out, the kind of passwords you are going to keep. The kind of banking password I can easily predict from your date of birth, and maybe from your place of birth, and maybe your parental names. So these three names, if I am collecting, I mean, these three details I am collecting, 99% of people who are keeping their passwords with respect to your name, with respect to your date of birth, with respect to your parents' names, with respect to your place of birth. So these four details will be by default will be there with respect to your passwords. So now where we are, which these things are going to lead very easy for the attackers to attack and maybe to get the details whatever they want. Right. So now with respect to that, maybe the firewalls and antiviruses are not sufficient. So if you're having doubts, you may ask, otherwise you mute because I'm getting some kind of noise. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, please mute if you are not having any queries. So shall I continue or maybe shall I wait to mute? Otherwise, maybe course person, maybe you can mute all the people. If they are having any queries, let them open and let them ask. Yeah, it is going to disturb me with respect to the presentation, or maybe it is going to disturb all the people also in between that voice is coming. Yeah, I hope it is clear. Yeah, so that's what maybe now currently whatever we are having, it may not safeguard because your information is already open. So now how you are going to protect yourself? Now, if I am putting your name in the Google, I may get lot of details with respect to Facebook. I may get with respect to X. I may get. So all these details I am getting. So what else you are keeping? What kind of things? Only password you are not sharing. So I can track. I mean, I can get your password if I am moving with you. Maybe if I am keep on seeing what kind of activities you are doing. Right. So that's what we are going to have with respect to this one. So today's cyber threat landscape is becoming more complex. Yeah, please mute yourself.
It is Amrita Kolhar, which is noise is generating.
Sir, can you mute anyone?
Sir Venkat sir, please mute the Amrita Kolhar man.
Yeah, please, dear participants, please mute your mic, please. ఇది వీళ్ళని మనం మ్యూట్ చేయడం ఎట్లా? ఎక్కడున్నది అది? ఆ పార్టిసిపెంట్స్ ఓపెన్ చేయాలా పీపుల్ అని?
Otherwise, you can remove them, sir. Let them rejoin. That will be the better option, I think.
Mute all. Full disturbance.
Sir Venkat sir, Amrita Kolhar is generating noise.
Participants, please mute your mic. I request all the participants, please mute your mic.
Yeah, I think, sir, you click on that particular participant. Maybe you can right click on him and maybe disable allow mic and maybe disable mic. Something will be there.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
I think that will work for us. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you, sir.
Yeah. So now that's what. Now you have so many antivirus softwares with you, and you have so many firewalls to your network. So how you're even still we have so many complexities are. Yeah, fine, right? Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. So I also become mute. Yeah. So now you just think about this thing. So now I have firewalls, I have antiviruses, but still we required different kind of technologies where we have AI, where we have machine learning, deep learning technologies. Those things may resolve some kind of issues. Now currently whatever we are having, it may not take, or maybe it may not resolve the issues, because that is already people might have known with respect to the what kind of rules you are keeping to the firewalls, what kind of rules you are keeping to the antiviruses. So they are going to bypass those things. So they are analyzing how particular antivirus is going to work. They are analyzing how particular firewall is going to work and how to resolve or maybe how to bypass those things. So because of that one, we required the different kind of technologies on top of that, those things which contains machine learning things and maybe which contains AI things, where exactly if I are taking the examples, now I need to find it out. With respect to, I need to analyze. Currently, this much data is generating in my institute, and maybe what kind of data it is generating, and maybe how many people are normal users, how many people without accessing, those people are trying to attack us. Always you have to think with respect to a particular organization. So not only the data, always how data will come. First you have to ask from the organization. Maybe now maybe student, if I am considering, student will open some kind of Google or maybe some ChatGPT or something. He may ask the question and response will come from that. If that is the kind of information is there, that is fine. Maybe you just think maybe other kind of information also possible there. where other persons are planning to send some kind of information to us, and maybe that time they are going to access. Right. So you have to be careful with respect to what kind of information is going out and what kind of information is coming in, whether what kind of things are going to do. So all these things, we are going to introduce some kind of artificial intelligence to the my firewall, artificial intelligence to my antivirus software. Automatically, it is going to tackle properly instead of maybe the existing firewall. If I am taking, it is a collection of set of rules. So those rules are not sufficient, or maybe those rules are not going to control my entire network. So instead of that, something else I need to make. So always if I am keeping consider. So whenever I am opening Google, so generally with respect to the all organizations, with respect to the some kind of uncontrollable softwares cannot be accessed through that particular Google. Maybe they are going to block that particular website names alone. So instead of that, if I am accessing through Google, maybe I may not click, but I may get some kind of information through Google. So that information also you should not get. So how to do? So for that, we required some kind of artificial intelligence should be given to your web browser, where if I am typing some kind of letters which are offense or maybe which are not required, maybe what will be the defense mechanism of India. If I am typing, I should not provide to the people who are accessing that one from outside the India, or maybe even inside the India also, I should not give those kind of details. So how we are going to provide such kind of things, right? So that's what I said here. So you should always think with respect to proactive manner, not with respect to the reactive manner. Reactive means whenever a data is given to you, or maybe whenever some kind of information I am passing to you. So I'll let them attack, or maybe let them give it back. We will review and maybe we will react with respect to that kind of things. So that is what that's what not exactly we required here with respect to the security kind of concept. We should be proactive. So we should not give any details, even if they are planning to attack. So we should be such a way that we should not give any details. So that is what the kind of nature we should have with respect to the attacking nature. So if cybersecurity is your top focus of this year, so there are so many technology reports are there with respect to reports and all these things. Maybe you can refer this particular website here. So with respect to IT. And maybe here with respect to the cyber threat landscape, what we are having here. So all potential or maybe acknowledged threats, what kind of threats it is going to impact the organization. So what kind of user groups are there? What are the whether it is going to concentrate on specific industries or maybe all together. So all these things you have to concentrate, and maybe what is going to change, whether it is going to change according to the time, or maybe any new and emerging threats are raising in popularity as a criminals. So now nowadays, if you are thinking, so more mobile calls we are getting, stating that maybe around 2 months back I received a call. So the call is exactly now I am planning to take my class. So I am started to go to class. So I got the call. So we are calling from Mumbai police station, and your phone number is given a complaint. So you are calling to some ladies and you are threatening them. So that is what the call I got recently. So so now they are going to give some kind of threatening to you. So that luckily what they did is, so how to prevent that one? Maybe my experience I am saying here. So I got the call morning 9:30, around up to I have 10 o'clock class. So up to 9:45, 9:50, I was talking only. So I got little bit tensed because they are saying police is calling and police is talking. So many things are saying. So cyber police station from Mumbai, they are calling and they are saying so many things. And so then I asked, so how many numbers, I mean, what they said exactly is this particular number is got a complaint. You with this number, you registered, I mean, this number is registered with respect to Mumbai branch office, and you are calling to some ladies and you are threatening that ladies came and kept the case. That is what the call I received. So now I never went to Mumbai. So that is one positive aspect with respect to that call. So I can easily identify, okay, I never went to Mumbai. So it is not the correct issue, or maybe this is some kind of intruders, or maybe they want some kind of information. So that's the reason they are calling to me. So that's what I got the final agenda, final objective with respect to that. So they are planning to threaten me and planning to get some kind of things. And somehow it was not my area, so I escaped. So consider if I am residing in Mumbai, so I will be fully with respect to that particular case. So maybe I may get trapped with respect to that, and maybe whatever they are asking, I might have given. Whether it is money, whether it is other details, all these things I might have given to them because of this particular one statement, right? So now you should be careful when you are getting some kind of calls. So these are becoming now cyber crimes are becoming more and more every day. So how to protect yourself from those kind of activities? You may get maybe lot of calls. So you are maybe this is one call, maybe other call you are going to get. Maybe earlier days we used to get some kind of mails. You got the lottery with respect to maybe 10 crores, 15 crores. For that you need to pay initially some amount. You pay that amount, we will send that draft to you, right? Maybe these are the different kind of calls you may get. So these are the some kind of traps they are putting to you, right? So it is going to increase the with respect to the technologies advances, right? So now current cyber threat landscape, it is going to influenced by advancing technologies. So even due to advancements with respect to the technologies, we are we are also getting trapped with respect to those technologies, and maybe geopolitical tensions are there. So what may be the geopolitical tensions, maybe with respect to the region? Maybe I can say maybe now currently in Kerala there are a lot of rains are there. Maybe consider in Warangal also there are a lot of rains. So now what will be the situation? So maybe someone is calling to you, and maybe currently we are not having. We lost my house there. We lost everything there. So we need some money urgently for surviving. So please send some 1,000 rupees. If someone is asking whether you are able to send. So that is a kind of trap maybe, right? So these are the different kind of political or maybe geopolitical tensions, and maybe even with respect to the growing IT complexity also. So these are the some kind of threat landscapes. It is influenced with respect to what kind of technologies we need to bring. So that's what here maybe cyber skill gap is also there. So we are not with respect to the kind of activities. So first time we are getting, then it is a new cyber attack. So we may not really know such kind of activity. So how to make ourselves to understand those kind of activities, and maybe these are the different kind of landscapes are there. Maybe sophistications, how we are going to do tensions, how we are going to manage with respect to that. Maybe politically, and maybe area wise, geospatial related wise, how we are going to handle. So regularity requirements, what kind of requirements we required to protect or maybe to safeguard the activities, right? So by overall, if I am taking here, so these tensions are influences on the cyber strategy in nearly 60% of organizations. Now, for example, Hyderabad is getting more interest for the companies who are placing in the Hyderabad. So automatically what companies will do? They are planning to move to other places where they are giving less rents, right? So that's what one kind of problem you are going to create there, right? So that's what maybe here with respect to 1 in 3 CEOs citing cyber SPNJ and loss of sensitive information IP tops the concern. So these were the information which is going to lose automatically. Their location itself, it is going to be in tension. So some kind of information which is going to influence. There are a lot of movies you might have seen. So the one person is bidding some amount. It is already unknown to the other person. So they automatically they will bid according to that particular amount. So this is kind of some kind of related a similar kind of activity. And maybe here cyber crime sophistications, 72% of respondents say cyber risks have risen in the past years. Okay, so we need to accordingly we need to find it out. So in this cyber crime, so maybe you have the phishing attacks, we have social engineering attacks, and maybe we have identifying thefts attacks. So these are the information we are going to get the things. So now the Mumbai people, they call me and they're trying to attack, or maybe they're trying to capture my data with respect to my application. I mean, with respect to my locality. So what is your name? What is your, you have to send a report from your mail. That's what they sent to me. So once they know my mail ID, there may be a chance some kind of details they may capture. So currently they got my phone number. Later they are asking me to send the mail ID. So if I am sending the mail ID, so some kind of details I will provide in that mail ID. Maybe I need to send it with respect to proper, right? So maybe I am so and so, I am from here. I am not at all relevant to this particular activity, but still I got some call from these people. So like that I may get. So all these things are the threats, and maybe you have to be careful how many SIM cards registered with your name. So this is also very careful, because once your Aadhaar card is given outside, there may be a chance they may take that Aadhaar card as a reference, and they will produce your photos from that Aadhaar card, and maybe they may take so many SIM cards with your proof itself. So there are so many kind of agendas are there with respect to that one. So that's what we need to consider here. Maybe supply chain interdependencies, if I am taking 54% of large organizations. Here, generally, if I'm taking any organization, so now even maybe if I'm taking IIIT Kottayam, so around 90% of activities we are doing ourselves, maybe making softwares for mark management, student marks, and maybe making software for all other activities, maybe conducting interviews through online, and everything we are doing with respect to our own software. Instead of that, if you are believing third party, so then there may be a chance we have so many other risk managements with respect to that. So maybe forget about the concept. Maybe if some person who is working with the third party, they may get lot of lot of information from us, and they may hide those details irrespective of with respect to the company norms. Right. So these are the risk managements as a major challenge if you are considering the third party challenge. Right. So that you have to consider. And maybe here regularity requirements. So 70%, 78% of leaders from private organizations feels that cyber and privacy regulations effectively reduce the risks. So that you need to provide. Right. So this regularity requirement should be changed. So automatically, so now maybe if you are considering some countries, if you are doing some kind of activity, why their lifetime imprisonment, or maybe why they are killing. So that is, it is going to create in the people mindset. Okay, if we are doing this kind of activity, they may kill us. Right. So that may be some kind of message they're going to pass. So we should not do those kind of activities. And maybe we are having currently new technologies, AI and emerging technologies here. So 66% of respondents believe that AI will affect cybersecurity in next 12 months, and maybe but only 37% of processes in place for safe AI deployments. So even 66% or maybe 66% of people are feeling that AI will do something. But currently the less number of processes are there with respect to AI. So current being, maybe in next future, they are going to increase this kind of activities with respect to AI. And maybe, and another problem with respect to the cyber skills gap. So now this is what the main concern here. So there are insider attackers and outsider attackers. So generally here, you need to concentrate both with respect to that. What kind of information it is going to get out. And maybe 90% of attacks are happening, or maybe 90% of thefts are happening with respect to known people, not with respect to unknown people. With respect to known people, everything is getting attacked. So they are going to monitor you continuously, and maybe someone is going to come and ask you, what about him? How he is, what time is starting, what time is listening, what time is sleeping, what time is waking up, what time is starting to college. Everything will be with respect to the things. So now what kind of cyber skills we need to provide to the people. So you should not give the details just like that for others about the other people, right? If some X is asking about some Y, you are the intermediate person. Why you need to provide all the details to him? It is not your work. So that we are not learning. So we are giving just like that. So we are expecting, or maybe we are thinking that he won't do any kind of harm to that particular person. So that's the reason we are doing. Right. So these are the some kind of things. So now how we are going to provide that skills. So maybe you train your people, you train your organization. So what kind of skills we require, how to protect our data, what kind of details we require. So without proper skills, we are having some kind of less confidence with respect to only 14% of organizations are confident. They have the people and skills required with respect to the security concern. And what about remaining 86%? And what about the confidence levels on their employees? Now consider you are working in an organization. So what is the confidence level of your organization about you? And what will be the vice versa? So how much confident you are with respect to your organization? You are whether you are going to reveal the information or whether you are not going to reveal the information. So you have to think yourself. So this is self motivation has to come, as well as organizational teaching also has to come. So that is exactly lagging with respect to cyber skills. So now if you are observing here, so by overall here, smaller organizations, if I am considering, they are struggling to ensure cyber resilience. While larger organizations, they are having some kind of steady progress, but around here, maybe my organization's cyber resilience is insufficient. So you see here, 2022, it is small organizations. This much percentage of insufficiency is there current year. And maybe with respect to this one, this this resilience with respect to larger companies, larger size organizations are having much with respect to the security concern, but smaller companies, they are not concerning. So what is their main agenda is here? Who will see us, right? No one will bother about me. So what is the need to provide security? So what is the need of keeping password to my laptop? So no one is bothering about me, then what is the need? So that is where the security is going to having much more problem. So now 70%, 71% of cyber leaders at annual meeting of cybersecurity 2024 believe that these small organizations have already reached the critical tipping point where they can no longer adequately secure themselves against the growing complexity of cyber risks, because the type of attacks they are attacking with the help of AI, with the help of different kind of technologies. So whatever defense mechanism they are having, it is not offered, or maybe it is not opposing those kind of attacks. It is releasing them. So that is what exactly it is happening. So now always if you are thinking about the security, so you should not give small information about you to the outside. So the problem with respect to why the smaller organizations are giving this kind of problem here, because they want to grow. So they need to know all the people. So that's the reason there may be a chance they are giving the information to all the people. There exactly they are going to getting attacked with respect to the cyber attacks. So this is the threatened case with respect to that. And maybe here, in your view, maybe which of the following will be more significantly affect the cybersecurity in next 12 months. So that is by default, we are having, you might have studied so many machine learning, deep learning algorithms, so many AI technologies coming into the picture. That's what maybe around 66% of people are saying. So this, it is going to change AI and machine learning technologies. So where we are having generative AI, the way of using AI and AI driven detections and responses, these are giving 66% of the things with respect to that. And maybe if we are taking with respect to convergence of IT and OT security, so this, it is going to take only 13%. So even if you are providing some kind of security with the help of IT industry, it may not give. So that IT industry which is using AI, there may be a chance it is going to combine 66 plus 13. But alone, if I am taking, it is only 13% with respect to IT industry, it is going to provide security. So with respect to cloud technologies. So now what will be the advantage with respect to cloud technologies? So they are going to be the third party applications, and they are going to store your information, and they are not going to give it to others. That's what the kind of key agenda of the cloud technologies. They are going to store your data with respect to maybe the cost which is going to maintain by you will be very less when compared to if cloud is maintaining, and they are not going to give. So consider if cloud is compromised, and maybe cloud got compromised and they started giving the data to all. So consider with respect to the recently days, Facebook data is given to all, and maybe kind of messages. I mean, even the Facebook CEO, he paid a lot of money to the industry with respect to the data which is lost. Right. There are so many messages you might have received earlier. So those things and all are the major concerns here with respect to the cloud technologies. These are the third party applications indirectly. But still we require these things with respect to the, you have to think with respect to the security concern always. And maybe new technologies which are quantum technologies, where quantum cryptography is the one now new cryptographic algorithms are generating, where the quantum is nothing but here it is a not only with respect to the binary. If we are considering binary is what, so it is 0 and 1. Now currently all your systems are working with respect to zeros and ones. Now if quantum comes, then automatically your entire system architecture is going to change, because apart from or maybe other than 0 and 1, something else is also there. That's what we need to accept, how to process that particular intermediate value between 0 and 1. So for that, we require different kind of new technologies, where the quantum technology is going to add, or maybe quantum technology is going to adjust with the hardware. So new hardware we require there. So and maybe decentralized technologies. Once again, decentralized means by default we need to have secured multi-party computations. Now consider with respect to your banking technologies. One of the best example for decentralized technologies is banking. So now how exactly you are going to store your information about your amount? So it will be decentralized. So whenever whichever ATM I am keeping, I can track, or maybe I can withdraw the money throughout India, so without any kind of concerns. And that's what maybe it is going to provide. So now here, how we are going to provide that multi-party computation security? Because I maybe my bank is currently located in Kerala, and if I am coming to Telangana, I need to withdraw money. So I am withdrawing money from Telangana some ATM. So now how exactly it is going to communicate Telangana ATM to Kerala bank? Now here we require some kind of third party, or maybe secure multi parties, because the ATM which is under the Warangal section, or maybe under the Hyderabad section, that branch has to communicate with the branch at IIIT Kottayam, and these people has to approve that one, and maybe you can withdraw the money. That's what happening indirectly. So how exactly that decentralized technologies are going to manage? So for that, how you are going to keep that secure multi-party computations, or maybe we have recent technologies with respect to the blockchains. How exactly we are able to provide that decentralized technologies? And maybe even maybe satellite technology. So maybe with respect to internet, with respect to the communication, with respect to the GPS, how we are able to provide these kind of things. And maybe other technologies apart from these things, if we are taking, so what will be the ratio of each and everything? So currently majority of the people are expecting AI and machine learning are going to change the security aspects. And even now it is happening. There are a lot of different kind of research happened with respect to AI and maybe cybersecurity related machine learning technologies, where they are going to be able to get the details fast, and they are able to safeguard your network with the help of the attacks what we are getting. They are able to differentiate the attack which is normal data that they are able to attack. So that's what it is happening with respect to these kind of technologies. Consider here, how confident are you with the country? So there are a list of countries are there with respect to the different kind of maybe the regions, and maybe the confidence levels with respect to the security. So if you're observing here the confidence levels, there is no confidence with respect to these things, and maybe confident with respect to these things. So majority of the people, maybe here Oceania is a very less number of people, or it maybe we can take with respect to the other kind of agendas there. Okay, and maybe North America is having they're having the confidence level with respect to the security concerns, but still we need to concentrate with respect to the very confident is very less percentage, and maybe neutral. So this neutral is going to be we are not having. You just see there, this confidence levels are going to create a lot more problems with respect to that. Right. So that's what here the attacks are going to attack. I mean, the people who are going to attack. So majority of the people from the Latin America are very less with respect to the confident. So there may be a chance we are having more attacking kind of skills, or maybe attacks are happening. So with respect to the Asia, if you are checking here, only around 40% are confident with respect to the security. Maybe here, if I am considering with respect to the region wise, maybe India, China, Japan, or maybe India, China, Korea are having much more effect with respect to this 40% of security attacks. And remaining people, there may be a chance they are not at all having the security problems. And maybe consider here, even country to country also the attacking principles will change. Right? Some countries are very friendly, so there may be a chance there won't be any kind of attacks. So you might have studied some kind of countries, even they are not having any kind of locks to their homes, and there won't be 0% of crime. It is happened with respect to the areas. So that is what the thing we need to get into the people's mind. Okay, so that if we are there creating by birth, automatically the crime will be very less. That's what happening with respect to the North. I mean, Europe countries. So maybe say you can take Norway, you can take Finland. All these countries are very less crimes are happening when compared to other countries. Okay, so why it is happening? That is coming from the by birth. They are creating such kind of mindset. So that mindset, if you are getting, so automatically no need of doing kind of activities, right? So that is also lagging with respect to our kind of society. So now these are the basic types of cyber threats which are happening with respect to 2025. So maybe consider here with respect to the basic things. Majorly it is happening with respect to phishing, and majorly it is happening maybe a ransomware. So maybe I can give the ransomware is the kind of technology. So maybe what I can take here, maybe if you are giving information about your friend, I will give some money to you. That is what ransomware here. So you are the person, you are the ransomware here. So you are giving all the information about your friend to the others. So later they may attack directly your friend. The same thing will happen to you also. Your friend might have given your information to him, right? That's what. So same way we have malwares, we have DDoS attacks. So all these things, whatever attacks are there, this is mainly because of these human errors. So major concern here is human. So the way he is giving the information, either he is not thinking much with respect to the attacking principles, so he might have given, or it may be he is not bothering about, he is bothering about his own money. So he is getting money so that he is giving the information. So that's what here may be 0-day exploits. So this is very common nowadays without knowing information. So now, for example, so you are thinking that you are very safe, but suddenly somehow your purse gone, or somehow your laptop information gone, leaked. How it gone? Because you don't know, right? That's what 0-day. So that time you cannot identify what happened also. The day you are identifying, it will be different case. Right? Maybe you have advanced persistent threats. These are the another kind of activities it is happening. So these are the major attacks, or maybe major cyber threats which are happening nowadays. Right? So maybe if you are coming to the these threats, so you see here ransomware attacks are there 45% with respect to the organizational cyber risks, and maybe cyber enabled frauds. So which includes phishing, which includes business email compromises, which includes wishing. All these things are going to be 20%. But ransomware is the kind of technology, I mean, a kind of attack which is going to getting the information by providing some kind of ransom. Right. So supply chain disruption is 17%, and maybe malicious insiders are 7%. So insider attacks are more dangerous than the outsider attacks. So outsider attacks are very less, maybe less frequent, but insider attacks are the major cases it is happening. So disinformation, so DDoS attacks, all these are happening with respect to different kind of cyber risks with respect to this current area scenarios. And maybe so which organization cyber risk concerns you most? You see here. So with respect to this is with respect to CEO. This is with respect to there is a CEO is a normal officer, but now currently we are going to have some other person. He is going to be CSIO, Chief Information Security Officer. So he is going to be the more responsible for the security of your company. He is going to more responsible with respect to the attacks. So that's what we are having here. So with respect to the cyber risk concerns you the most. So now we have 30% with respect to the CEO related things, but CSIO related things, if we are getting ransomware attacks, then it is going to be the more risk. And maybe same thing. So supply chain disruptions, cyber enabled frauds, malicious insiders. So all these things are the similar kind of activities we are having here with respect to these things. Right. And now we will comes under phishing. So what exactly phishing? It is going to be one of the most prevalent and dangerous cyber attack. So nowadays, which is happening. So even today, it's rapidly advancing to the AI. So you consider you need to say thanks to AI, and same way you need to say sorry to AI also. Because of AI, they are increasing the activities. So easily they are putting about your information. If I am keeping in ChatGPT, it will summarize. It will summarize entire document. If I am keeping, it will summarize, and what will be the activities from morning to evening he will do. It I will get. So automatically based on that, I may take some kind of activities on you. So it is a type of social engineering used to get the people relieve sensitive information using the methods impersonation and maybe emotional manipulations, or it may be those things. If we are taking, that is going to be the phishing, right? And maybe with phishing, so a bad actor will generally send the fraudulent emails, text, social media messages under the guise of legitimate source. So what they are saying in phishing, so they are going to send, so I am going to give you 1 crore rupee because you won the lottery. So you are going to get 1 crore rupee. For that, according to the maybe cuttings and other things, maybe you may get 80 lakh rupee to you. So if you want to get 80 lakh rupees, you need to pay 10 lakh to me, so that I will pay remaining 80 lakhs to you. That is what the kind of messages, mails you might have got maybe long back, not now. Currently, we are not getting such kind of mails. Instead of that, maybe we are getting calls directly. Right. So now that is going to be the kind of phishing attack. So they are showing something and planning to attack. Right. And saying something with respect to we are the now they call to me, right? Police. So they represented as a police, but they are not police. They are false. Okay, they are fraud people. So they called me and they're saying they're representing it as a police. So if you are in a position to accept their invitation, then you will be in locked. Right. So that's what here the main goal of this phishing is, to getting the recipient to click on the malicious links, or maybe provide some personal information, or maybe sensitive information. Okay, that's what we are going to get. So similarly here, sometimes you may get some kind of mails. If you are clicking on that, automatically it will automatically accept, or maybe it will automatically install in your system, and it will try to capture all the information. Say your banking information while you are logging in. So that software will be installed in your system when I'm clicking that particular software. Right. A particular link. So automatically that software will try to capture all the information from you, and it will send to the that malicious person. So that malicious person will capture your information and maybe he may use that one for multiple persons. So maybe this is the best example. Nowadays, they are targeting student loan holders. So mimicking official government communications on the student loan forgiveness. Okay, we are going to get some kind of amount we are going to not to collect. So we are giving offer to you. So for that, you need to click on this link and maybe you need to register. So once you've registered, there may be a chance they may get your information. And maybe that's what maybe here to provide federal student aid account credentials, which are linked to. So now what we are giving. So what is your account number? What is your loan number? Every details we need to enter there. So automatically they will say now CIBIL score also another thing. So now if you want to check the CIBIL score, please click the given link below. And there, once if you're clicking on that link, it will ask all the details. What is your bank number, bank password, all these details. Once if you're entering, that's it. Right? So even sometimes your phone also they will be tapped. Automatically, whatever message you are getting, automatically they will also receive and they will use your information. So that's what your contact information they may get with respect to the phishing. So the act of phishing is can be highly targeted. So in practice, call it as a spear phishing. Personal information is included in the message to add legitimate. Now they are going to send some kind of messages. They are going to make it okay. We are the legitimate users. We are calling from the bank. We require these details. If you are providing, we will give all the maybe some kind of offers to you with respect to your loan. Right. So now, according to the first 3 months of 2025, so this Gen found phishing reports surged by 466% when compared to previous quarters. So it is also almost increased by almost how many times? 500 times. Okay, so that is what now because of this AI generated messages, they are generating through AI and they are going to generate to all. So kind of it is even who generated that message is too difficult to find it out, because AI generated messages we don't know from where it came. Right. So those are the things. And maybe next one is if you are taking with respect to ransomware. Ransomware is nothing but here something you are offering. Ransomware is also the rise from the end of 2025%. I mean 2024, 50% of increase in the ransomware attacks. So this is what kind of giving something to you and getting some kind of information. So a business that is attacked with ransomware may find they are locked out of sensitive data or maybe data that is vital to their daily operations. Okay, so this kind of information they may get. So how to get my password? So maybe get connected with my friends. He may provide all my date of birth, where is from, where I am from, and what kind of names I'm going to have. So generally, regularly, what kind of, I mean, to whom I will remember, maybe my mother, my father. So all these things, if I'm considering, there may be a chance I may get my passport, right? So those are the things they are going to give. So we'll encrypt the data and demand the victim pay a ransom in order to receive the decryption. So this is another way. So I will encrypt your information. I will collect, I will encrypt. Maybe I will change your password and I will send message that so your SBI account password got hacked, or it may be if you are paying your amount, this much amount to me. So I will give you your information. Otherwise, I won't give you. So these are the things we are going to get with respect to that, right? So now that's what maybe we'll encrypt the data and demand victim to pay ransom in order to receive the decryption key or maybe method or maybe access their data again. So that's what we required here, maybe without reliable backup and maybe disaster recovery solutions. Then it is going to be financial loss and maybe reputational damage that it is going to create. Right. So now we require new technologies with respect to ransomware service. Now they are giving some kind of these attacks, maybe a different kind of softwares they are generating, maybe antivirus softwares and other things. That maybe they are using different kind of new tools with respect to AI. So here they are going to purchase tools to implement ransomware campaigns with the minimal technical enterprise retaining the profit without much manual interventions. That's what maybe one software they are installing. Maybe if you are started downloading movies from there are different kind of websites, right? Maybe Tamil Rockers, Movie Rules. These are the some kind of generally students will start downloading movies from that particular websites. So those are the more fraud related activities are happening. If they will related to some kind of links, once if you are clicking, it will redirect to something else, right? So that's what the ransomware it is having. And same way we have malwares, which are kind of software where it will be installed in your system, maybe computer viruses, spywares, and maybe trojans. It will be installed into your system, and it is going to collect the information and it is going to pass to the people. So combination of other common attacks techniques. Maybe here it is a combination of ransomware as well as phishing. So here employing firewalls and keeping software up to date helps to protect against malware. So that even maybe nowadays these firewalls are not supporting, or maybe you need to restrict everything. You should not, if you want to security, you should not believe any one person. Whether it is your mother, whether it is your father, you should not believe if you want security. Right, you should not compromise anything. That's what the concept here with respect to the anything, with respect to the security. So need to ensure the defenses are keeping up increasingly with respect to the attacks, day by day attacks. What kind of attacks are coming and how you are protecting them. Right, that's what. So that you should create. And maybe these are the distributed denial of service attacks are increasing nowadays. But when compared to insider attacks and other things, which are less, but still with respect as a network. So it is going to hold your entire network. For example, currently I am planning to watch one movie using maybe Netflix or maybe Amazon Prime. So I am planning to use my internet. So someone is trying to hack my password, and maybe they are they are getting all my bandwidth, and automatically my system is unable to load the movie. Right. So that is what maybe they are stopping your service by creating maybe another kind of creating another kind of data, or maybe making server is busy. Right. So that's what here denial of service attack is going to design, flood the targeted victim with more request. Then it is unable to, it is able to shoulder, leading to shutdown or maybe lack of accessibility to the system. Now I want to see movie. I am unable to see because of this DDoS attacks. Someone is planning to keep on attacking my router, and they're getting my entire bandwidth. So now there are large amount of traffic might be sent to the IP addresses, website, DNS servers. All these things are going to be, it is going to shut down all these things. Maybe your IP address will not work, or maybe DNS server will not work. So that's what maybe services with real-time monitoring, rate limiting, and mitigation capabilities help the keep system online. And maybe even during the attack, you need to find it out what kind of messages are generating, and whether it is legitimate or maybe illegitimate, and maybe whether I am going to stop those kind of messages. For that, we need to think with respect to the perspective of how to detect and maybe how to avoid those things. Right. So for everything, we have a reason here, human. So whatever we are now, why we need to attack? For getting the money. Okay. So this is the only reason, something we will get. So because of something we are going to get, we are going to give the information freely to others. That's what happening everywhere. So start with a person, not security flaw. So this is what happening here. Majority of insider attacks are happening due to human errors. Majority of people, maybe if someone is coming and planning to attack my system, I am the problem because I am not having any kind of antivirus. I am not having any kind of um, uh, security software. So to protect, maybe I am not having firewall to my laptop, or maybe I'm not having any kind of password to my laptop. So all these things are the major concerns here, right? So that by default clicking the phishing link, reusing passwords across the accounts, maybe this is the another problem. Now, if I am saying, what is your Gmail password? What is your Teams password? What is your SBI password? Almost same, right? Almost same we are going to keep. That is what the problem raising. And maybe now if we are keeping different kind of passwords, because we are regularly using, right? We need to remember all the passwords. If you are unable to remember, then what we are doing? We are saving in somewhere. So once your system is getting hacked, or maybe they are going to steal that particular file where all your passwords are there. That is it. So these are the difficulties. So if you want to provide security, your memory also should be able to identify differences, or maybe identify much more differences with respect to the passwords. All these things we need to have, right? So those are the things we need to come into the human error. So this what? So you need to give awareness training. This is the very important step with respect to the security. First, you need to give human training, and you need to provide the problems which will occur if you are compromised. So what will be the what kind of nature you want to show with respect to the company, what you are going to get. So all these things you need to give some kind of things. Then only people will start believing, or maybe start working with the company, and maybe they will think that is their own house. Then only they won't give all the details. If they are not feeling it is not my house, or maybe it is not my own company, then they will give the information. That's what we need to give the things. So that's where maybe multi-factor authentications matters with respect to distributed. So if I am giving all the authorities to one person, there may be a chance he will collapse everything. Right? If I am giving to multiple people, so then there may be a chance I may have some kind of protection with respect to that. So that's what we are going to do with respect to the humans. So now criminals, or maybe cyber criminals, try to pounce and recently discovered vulnerability. This is what maybe recently came into the play. So it is going to be that are found before a developer is able to patch the software. Now I developed one software. Okay, I didn't thought some people will come and attack me. So before that, people are attacking. So that is what zero-day attack. You started implementing something on top of that. Before that itself, people are attacking you. Okay, that's what zero-day attack. This is what happening with respect to new companies and all. That's what maybe earlier I said, right? So 35% of increase from last year to this year because of this zero-day exploit. So they are identifying the company. So they understood, okay, so what company point of view, okay, we are not explored that much, or maybe we are not exposed that much. So we are little bit safe. Then people are identifying which company is not exposed, then they are attacking because they are not having much security related softwares, or maybe security concerns. So that's what the zero-day exploits are increasing day by day. And this is the advanced persistent threats. So this is the another kind of technology here. Maybe it is going to tell the cyber attacks where criminal gains the access to the network and operates over prolonged period to steal the sensitive information and disturb the operations. That's what exactly APT. So what they are thinking, they will join as a normal persons and they will get everything. So that's what maybe persistent users. So they will make it as a persistent users, like maybe some days they will work with you and they will get everything with respect to that. So highly targeted may be done by targeting critical infrastructures or maybe highly sensitive informations. That's what. So how they are attacking you. So they will move with you for some days. They will identify what are the activities you are doing. Based on that, they will attack. So which time you won't be available in home, which time you will be available in home. So whenever you are not available, so they will identify and they will. That's what here this persistent threats. So they are going to be move with you long time and they are going to identify with respect to all these things. So this what may be the cloud native exploits and maybe firmware backdoors or gain access. So and remain undetected with respect to these things. So you are moving with me. So maybe up to 2 o'clock you are with me. After 2 and 2:30, you went home and you took some data of mine and you came back and you are sitting with me after 2:30. Right now, how I can identify you? So you are making me as a persistent user. Okay, he is not going to do that kind of activities, but you are only doing those things. So that's what this is very dangerous activity here. It is happening nowadays with respect to this APT. So we need to layered securities. So now I need to provide some kind of layered security. Okay, he left from me. I need to provide some kind of security to my home. I need to provide some security to my locker. So all these things I need to provide. So that's what maybe network segmentation, behavior monitoring. That's what very important here. So all these things we need to tackle with respect to these APTs. So it is going to be also, it is going to be proactive than reactive. So then you are going to minimize the impact with respect to that. Right. So that's what maybe these are the main impacts with respect to cyber threats. One cyber threat is attacking. So automatically you are going to lose economic consequences you are going to face. And reputationally, I mean, your name is going to damage because you are not secure. So how you are going to provide security to the other people? And maybe there are a lot of other problems. It may once your economic crisis are there with respect to company, so automatically people not believing you. So then they will start thinking about the other jobs, and maybe operational disruptions will create, logical risks will create. So all I mean legal risks will create. All these things are the major concerns with respect to the cyber threats. And maybe how you are going to protect. So using defensive measures, strengthen your detection response systems, and maybe prioritize the employees training. This is what where exactly we require awareness we need to create in the employees. So if you're having some 10 people as employees, so you train them, you make them as your people. So you make them as a company is yours. Then automatically they will think and they will work. So if they are not thinking company is yours, then automatically your problem will start raising there itself. So this is what collective responsibility we require with respect to the entire organization. So then automatically it will be safer, and you will employees will feel more empowered with respect to that. That's what we required with respect to these things. Right. So now you need to reduce the complexity of cybersecurity threat landscape with IP security. That's what we need. So proactive data protection we need to make. That's what we are reducing the complexity. We don't want to identify who did. Before that, you try to proactive, or maybe you try to create some kind of security. So why to attack? So we'll make it, we'll keep some kind of security. Then automatically people won't attack, right? That's what the main concept here with respect to the cyber security attacks. So with respect to Gen AI, so there are so many things we are having here. Maybe advanced adversarial capabilities are there with respect to which cyber security issues related to Gen AI concern. You most hear 47 with respect to this phishing, malware, and data leaks are going to happen with respect to the Gen AI. Personal data of through Gen AI, it is leaking 22% of these things, and they're able to identify phishing malware with respect to AI 47. So that's what I said. AI is going to give both directions. But how we are going to use these the major concern here. Right. So and maybe here with respect to the cyber and privacy regulations. Cyber and privacy regulations with respect to this. In 2022, these are the things. Maybe privacy regulations effective in reducing the many organization cyber risks. If it is 39%, so more kind of attacking properties. But currently they are having, or maybe they are providing cyber privacy regulations. I mean, these privacy concerns they are having. So because of that one, they are more secure kind of thing. That's what it is happening with respect to that. So now how your organization is going to addressing these cyber skills, whether you are training so majority of organizations are giving upskill to our current employees. This is what the major things. So instead of sending you the people out, so automatically if they are going out, they may lead, or maybe they may give some kind of, they may leak some kind of information. Instead of that, you hold them, you give some kind of training, and maybe you give some kind of incentives. All these things will give some proper things. And in 54% of people are recruiting experienced cyber professionals. And maybe here with respect to 24% expect employees to independently upskill themselves. And maybe promote apprentice programs. This is what maybe 24% people are doing. Maybe these people are having some kind of related activities here. or maybe recruit outside, or maybe traditional cyber degree, or maybe credentials that we are gathering. This is what maybe this is related to this 54. Right. So that's what is happening with respect to this addressing the cyber skills gaps. And once if we are planning to do any kind of activity, so how we are going to what kind of metrics we are going to, for example, if you are planning to do some kind of research, so and now you are planning to identify some kind of ransomwares or maybe phishing attacks. Now some kind of metrics you need to consider. So those metrics will give you, or maybe it will give you your software or maybe your program efficiency. So there we have ROC curve, and maybe the area under curve, analysis latency, and maybe testing time, how much time it is testing, what will be the classification time, what will be the detection time, all these things we are going to consider. And maybe what will be the training time, how much time the ML model is taking. That's what we are going to handle here, different kind of matrices. Maybe accuracy is the another matrix where it is going to be the map between true positives and maybe true negatives. And this is the matrix, I mean the graph. So where what is positive, true positive, what is false positive, what is false negative, and true negative. So based on that, they're having some kind of accuracy parameters, maybe precision they are going to calculate, and recall they are going to calculate. And in addition to that, they are going to calculate this harmonic mean. That's what maybe the F1 score. So the precision, it won't give proper details, or maybe sometimes it may leads to some high accuracy or maybe high precision because of some other details. So that time it is better to take F1 or maybe F measure to handle those things, high accuracy and other details that we are going to handle here. And maybe here a false positive rate, and maybe for false negative rate, and maybe false different kind of representations are there with respect to true negative rate and maybe misclassification rate. These are the some kind of parameters which are going to use for any kind of research what you are doing with respect to the security. And moreover, we are having more with respect to mean absolute errors. So this it is going to reduce the error rates, how much you are detecting. Maybe currently the system is detecting this much. So how you are going to reduce depends on that error rate we are going to calculate. So these are the some error rates we are going to handle and maybe tackle the information. And this is the some kind of data sets, maybe maybe some other sessions they are going to deals with some of the data sets here. So these are the basic data sets with respect to the networks, and majorly with respect to IoT related data. Even maybe previous faculty also discussing about that similar kind of things, IoT related data. So this is some kind of data sets which are very helpful to you to start doing understanding the research aspects with respect to the data sets. You download the data set, try to understand that data set first. Later you start applying some kind of machine learning algorithms and all together. That it will solve your a lot of things with respect to this. And these are the so many, these are the completely IoT related data, which are recent ones, maybe starting from 99 KDD Cup 99 onwards. It is starting from 99 onwards, maybe current 2023. We have the different kind of data sets we are having here. So maybe this PPT will be shared with you. You just try to explore, you take one data set. I am not saying you try to understand all the data sets. You take one data set, try to understand how the data set is there. Take some algorithm, apply on that, you will get some kind of results. So then you understand how that results are coming. So what kind of tuning you need to make so that your algorithm will perform better. That's what you need to find it out. So these are the overall data sets what we have with respect to the ID, this one DDoS attack related data sets also there in this. You can use those data sets. Yes. So I think I can stop here with respect to this one. Maybe these are the different kind of open research areas So you may go through with respect to idea. I mean, IoT related things. There are a lot of things are there. Banking technology, if it is there, you can check with that banking technology. What kind of attacking principles are there? How they are protecting? Maybe IDRBT Hyderabad is there one banking technology where the lot of researchers are working with respect to protecting the banking related things. So that they are protecting. So how they are going to protect? Maybe consider your institute itself. So sit with the your computer operator or maybe administrator, computer administrator. Try to analyze what kind of data you are gathering, and maybe try to identify, try to map with respect to the different kind of your machine learning techniques and understand. Right. So with that, I'm going to stop. Maybe if you're having any kind of queries, I may take you, or maybe if you're further, maybe anything, if you want, you can try to contact through mail or maybe through my WhatsApp number.
Yeah, thank you, sir.